are going to do a little bit of shooting, basketball shooting, to kind of go with our lesson last week, which was all about basketball dribbling and hand dribbling. So shooting is one of the probably favorite things when we get to basketball, at my school at least. Everyone's always saying, when are we going to shoot? When are we going to shoot? I know it's a really fun skill to practice, and so I definitely wanted to add this video in for you guys today. I know we don't all have basketball hoops at home. If you do have a basketball hoop, then you are more than welcome to take your computer outside and do this video out there, or watch it and practice inside, and then take the skills that you learn outside to your basketball hoop. If you have a door basketball hoop, the ones that hang on the door, you are more than welcome to use that when we do our practices today, but you do not need a basketball today. Okay, we are going to really, the point of this video is to work on the cues, so to understand the steps for basketball shooting, and for us to practice the movement. And we can do that without a basketball. So all you're gonna need today is some type of ball that you can practice that motion with. I am using a sock ball, some fuzzy socks that I made into a sock ball. And I also am just using a crate, this little crate from my kids' playroom, and this is what I'm gonna use as my basket. Okay, now it's okay if your basket's on the ground. Again, we're gonna work on the motion of shooting, and that's our main takeaway for today. Okay, so grab your materials, get what you need, get your ball, find something to use for that, find something to use for your basket, and then we'll get started. All right, so now that we've gotten our equipment, let's go ahead and go through the basketball shooting cues. Okay, so I like to use the acronym BEEF. Remember, an acronym is a word where each letter in the word stands for something, and in this case, each of those letters stands for one of the shooting cues. So we're gonna start with the B in BEEF, and that is for balance. Everybody say balance. Great job. Remember, when we say it out loud, it's gonna help us to remember. So balance is really talking more kind of about our bodies. So what we wanna do is we wanna get in that athletic position. I think I talked about that last week in our dribbling video. If you haven't watched that one yet, go ahead and practice that one later. So balance, when we're talking about balance, it's our stance. We want our knees to be bent. We want our feet to be apart, this athletic position. This position we use in all sorts of sports. It gives us stability, okay, makes our body stable, right? So we can't just be knocked over. We have a good, what we call base of support. Base of support, we have a wide base of support here, which gives us balance. We don't have our legs in here where we're kind of wobbly, right? Or we don't have good stability with our body. The other thing about this position is it gives us, we can move quickly, it gives us that ability forward, backwards, right? Okay. Now when you're shooting, if you feel comfortable shooting with here, just like that, if you want to have one foot slightly in front of the other, maybe your dominant foot, that feels comfortable for me, you can do that. All right, so when we have this base of support and this good balance, it makes it so we have a really comfortable stance for shooting. The other thing about our body is that we want to shoot not just with our arms, right? Not just the arm motion. It's also a leg motion. We want to actually bend our knees and push up with our legs. Push up with our legs. And that is going to give us more power behind our shot. Okay, it's not just an arm movement. It's a whole body push. Just that motion. Go ahead and try that with me right now. Put your knees or feet apart, knees bent, and push. There we go, good. All right, so that's the B, balance. Then we have our first E. Our first E is for eyes, and that is where we're supposed to be looking. So when we're shooting, we of course want to be looking at our target, which is the basket. We want to look right at that basket where we're shooting so that we can make that ball go where we want it to. The second E is for elbow. And when we're talking about elbow, we're going to put our ball, okay, in our dominant hand. Okay, so I'm right-handed, so that's this hand right here for me. And I'm going to have the ball in my dominant hand. This is the primary hand I'm going to use to shoot. Okay, now a lot of times when people or kids first learn to shoot, we put our hands on the sides of the ball and we push up, just that motion of just pushing both hands at once. Okay, but what we want to do is we want to put that ball in our dominant hand, and our elbow is at like a 90-degree angle. Okay, kind of making that L shape, kind of like when we talk about that with our push-ups, going down to a 90-degree angle, when we talk about like football throwing at a 90-degree angle, that same kind of motion with our elbow. So we have that L shape with our elbow and that ball in our dominant hand, and we're just going to use that other hand to kind of support. So it's going to go towards the side, on the side of the ball, a little bit towards the back. Okay, and I know if we have a little ball like this, it's kind of weird, but I can still do it. I have my hand holding my dominant hand holding the ball, my other hand just here kind of on the side for support. And I'm gonna bend those knees and I'm gonna push up to shoot. I'm gonna scoot back so you can see my full hand here. Push up to shoot. Now that's our balance, we got eyes, we got elbow, and the last letter in beef is F, and that is for follow through. So when we follow through, we're gonna use our knees, remember, push that ball up, okay? We want it, even if we're shooting in something that's on the ground, okay? What we don't wanna do is just push it straight to the ground, okay? I don't wanna shoot like this today, okay? I want you to still use that motion of pushing it up, okay? And so what I'm gonna do is bend my knees, get the ball here, got that elbow. I'm gonna push up, right? I'm gonna let the ball go off of my fingertips, all right? I'm gonna use my wrist here, and I'm gonna, boom, follow through, okay? I'm gonna get a little closer so you can see that motion. Come down here, follow through. The ball leaves my hand, and it snaps my wrist down, and I'm gonna follow through, just like this. Everybody try that motion without a ball. Let's put our ball down, okay? Let's get the whole motion together, okay? Let's do it without the ball, just practicing. So knees bent, feet apart, right? That's our balance, we're good. We got our eyes where we're gonna shoot. Well, I'm gonna look at you. We're gonna have our elbow in that 90-degree angle out here, pretending we got that ball there. Take our supporting, our non-dominant hand and put it on the side of the ball, good. Got those knees bent. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3. We're gonna push up and shoot and follow through. Okay, ready? Here we go. Get ready. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Good job. When you shot, you came up, right? You pushed up with those legs, you followed through. All right, let's do another one. Ready? Here we go. Knees bent, dominant hand, ball here. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Okay, good. Let's try one with our ball. All right, so go ahead and get back here. I'm gonna scoot back a little bit in this corner over here so I can shoot. Okay, remember we're not throwing it straight at it. We want it to arc and go up and come down, okay? All right, so here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. Oh, I overshot. All right, let's try that one more time together, okay? All right, grab your ball, get ready, get set up. Make sure you have a good distance away. You're not shooting like right in front of it. Okay, we still want to get that correct motion. All right, here we go. We're back here. All right, knees bent. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. Oh, so close that time. All right. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna do a challenge in just a minute, but I want you to take some practice. So I'm gonna put some music on. I'm gonna give us a little bit of time to just practice. You can practice from different positions. I'll give you 30 seconds to practice, and then we're gonna do a challenge, and then we'll move on from there. All right, here we go. Now that we got a couple seconds to practice, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a fitness shooting challenge. So what we're gonna do is you have to earn each shot by doing 5 jumping jacks. 5 jumping jacks. So you cannot take a shot unless you've done 5 good jumping jacks, by the way. None of these little things. You should have your hands all the way up, feet all the way out, just like this. Real good. And you can do speed jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then as soon as you've done your 5 jumping jacks, you earn your shot. Take your shot, grab your ball quickly, run back to your shooting position, take 5 more jumping jacks, and then you've earned your next shot. And we're gonna do a 2-minute challenge. 2-minute challenge. Okay, so this is not only gonna give us practice with our shooting technique, we're also adding some fitness in here, working on getting up our heart rates, right? And getting some aerobic exercise. Okay, here we go. Everybody get ready, get your shooting spot, get your ball ready, and let's do this. Hey guys. Okay, so now that we've had some time practicing our basketball shots, I'm going to introduce you to a little game that you can play. So you can play this game with just yourself, and you could go like set a timer and play against time, or you could play against somebody else, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play against my son Emmett. So what you're gonna need for this is you just need your softball again, or whatever you're shooting, and your basket. Okay, and I took some blank paper and I made 4 pieces of paper that I am going to tape to the ground. Each one says 1, 2, 3, and 4. And these are going to be our 4 shooting spots. And what we're going to do is we're going to play a little contest against each other, kind of like the game, the basketball shooting game around the world, where you shoot from different spots. And when you make the basket, or when you make a basket from your from that spot, you get to move on to the next spot. We're gonna play where we shoot at the same time. So we're just gonna say 1, 2, 3, go, and then we'll both start shooting from that spot. And whoever gets the shot, the last shot makes it at number 4 first, is the winner. If you don't have anyone to play against, then that's okay. You can play by yourself. Again, set a timer and see how long it takes you to complete all 4 making baskets at all 4 different spots. Okay, we're gonna set this up and we'll show you how we're gonna play. All right, hey guys, before we start, I'm gonna introduce my son Emmett. He's a 3rd grader. And then I really quickly want to show you our spot. So here's our basket set up. Spot 1 for us is going to be right over here. We put this paper on the ground. We're going to shoot from here. If we make it, we're going to move to spot 2 from the back. Oh no, this one's hard because can you even see the basket?
No.
Me neither. We're going to be really challenged here because we actually can't even see the basket. And then from here is spot 3. Oh, blind spot again. We're going to be really working on our form and hoping we make it in. And spot 4, right here from the side. Okay, first one to make it in spot 4 is the winner.
So we just say go, and then if you just move on, the other person doesn't?
Yep, we're going to say go. Yeah, if I make it, I get to move to 2, but he stays at 1. All right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay, on our marks, if you're playing this with us, you can see if you can beat us too. Set your stuff up and see, I'll give you a second to do that. Go ahead and pause the video and set up your area and see if you can make your 4 shots before we can make ours. Okay, otherwise you can just watch and figure out how you can play and set it up after. Okay, all right. All right, ready, set, go! Oh, oh no! This is terrible stuff. Woo! Make sure we're using correct form. 2 hands, basketball shot. Woo! Oh, good shot, Emmett. That was really close. Oh no! That's pretty. Did I make it? No. Oh, this is tougher than it looks. 2 hands, Emmett. 2 hands for that basketball shot. You got supporting hands on those knees. There it is. Good job. Woo! Did it go in?
No!
Oh. There you go. Woo! Yoo-hoo! Oh, so close. Oh, I did it. High 5. Good game. Okay, great job. Set this up at your house if you haven't already. Find a family member to play against or beat yourself against the clock and practice that basketball shooting. Great job on our lesson today, guys. Remember those cues, bending your knees, that balance, right? Pushing up, eyes on the basket, elbow in that 90-degree angle, use that dominant hand and follow through. All right, practice your shooting at home and we'll see you guys next time.